Thank you, caller.
You know, they're trying to make the operating systems more,
Yeah, more
easier.
friendly to everybody, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, speaking of grandmother, you have a daycare situation program. How do you get into it? You know, I'm beginning to feel a little old, decrepit at this point. You know,
Chautauqua Adult Daycare is a wonderful
how's that work?
program.
Say somebody wanted to get in. First of all, you babysit kids, you babysit middle-aged, and you babysit seniors sometimes. It's basically a great program where they take care of them for the day.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's like babysitting. They really have a lot of neat activities for seniors. In fact, they're thinking of renaming it. They play card games that are beyond my capabilities, and they have a lot of outings. They have a Saturday program now where they've been just taking people out and going to the different festivals around the county. They're probably going to the fair today, where you'll see me later on. If you have a question and you weren't able to ask me, you can come and see me at the fair up in Dunkirk. But the Chautauqua Adult Daycare has several locations. They have one here in Westfield at the YWCA, I think it is.
Yeah, YWCA.
And they have one at, I believe it's St. Anthony's Church, right on off of Central Avenue in Dunkirk. They have a place in Gary and a couple places in Jamestown.
How do you get in?
A couple of different ways. Actually, Office for the Aging will help pay for some adult daycare if people meet the criteria. You can call our New York Connects, which is 753-4582.
What's that other number? There's some sort of a number, 211 or 311 or something.
Well, 211 is for general information. You really have to know what you're looking for. But if people have long-term health problems and are looking for service, whether it's adult daycare or meals, or they need a ramp, anything at all to help them stay in their home, we have this new number where they can call and talk with the nurse. And the nurse is up in our CASA unit, our Department of Social Services, and they will set them up with home care if they need it through Office for the Aging or Medicaid. They will also tell them about all the different programs that are available, not only through the county, but out in the community that will help them stay independent in their homes.
So there are a lot of possibilities here. What's that number again?
753-4582.
4582, 75 Mayville. Okay, I got another couple of calls. You want to take a call?
Sure.
Or you want to continue on this one? All right, good morning, caller. Thank you for waiting.
Hello?
Hello? You're on the air, ma'am.
Oh, good. There's an echo, isn't there?
Yeah, a little echo.
Yeah. The senior citizens are losing their homes. Where do they go?
Yeah, what happens to the seniors who lose their homes? That's a good question, ma'am. I hope you're not one of them.
Well, we do have a lot of advocacy for seniors, so if they're in that situation, they should call us at Office for the Aging. Both our legal services for the elderly, and we work with CRIC and other organizations. I assume you're talking about because of the economy and the high taxes and that they can't meet their taxes.
You see the number of homes.
You know, without knowing what their particular situation, it's hard to give you advice over the television. But if you know a senior that's in that situation, they should call Office for the Aging. We have many people there that can assist them and let them know about the options so that they won't lose their home. We want them to stay in the community.
Absolutely. And if they do, you probably give them a room to stay in anyway somewhere, huh?
We help them find a place to stay, yes.
Thank you, caller. Send me a stamped envelope. I'll give you some nice gifts, okay?
Yeah, we have had some problems with people turning their homes over to their children and then the children gambling away or going into bankruptcy where then the senior's home can be threatened because of that. It's a real growing issue.
When you do that, you've got to have an ironclad contract to protect yourself.
Well, but see, you know, if your child goes into bankruptcy and they own your home, that can be a sticky situation.
Give it to the grandchildren, not the children, see? They'll certainly be, they won't go into bankruptcy until they're 21, and you'll long be gone before then.
Hopefully.
Did you catch
One
that, guys?
other thing I wanted to tell people about, you mentioned earlier scamming and these...
Hold on, caller, we'll be with you.
These problems with seniors being taken advantage of. And we have been working very closely with the Attorney General's office in Buffalo. And if seniors are interested in having somebody from the Attorney General's office come and give a presentation about identity theft and the scams that are out there, they have been doing that all over our county this year.
And or something was up here at one of the senior centers recently.
Yeah, Letizia Tagliaferro.
Tagliaferro, that's right. Tagliaferro, and all the Cuomo people, you know,
right.
they're all the
She's a beautiful Italian girl.
Sure, this gal's Greek, you know, and she knows.
Actually, I'm Polish and Italian, and I married a Greek.
And so she now has the greatest recipe for Slovakia you've ever heard of.
That's right.
And maybe we'll let you give it to us if we still have a moment or two. Okay, just an you know, overlook. Caller, does that help you? Okay, caller's gone.
Yep.
We have another call? I hear an echo.
Yep.
Okay, no more calls. You can call in. We'll leave the phones up. Where's Linda Spalding? She always calls in.
I know. She must be.
She runs a half a dozen programs for the county.
You were talking about health care reform, and I do want to mention that the Office for the Aging and our state units on aging has a bill in Congress right now, and it's really to help seniors. We want part of health care reform to deal with people with long-term health issues. And right now, you know, much of the healthcare reform is focusing on acute illness, people, you know, insurance covered. But there are many people with long-term health issues that don't have anything to help them. And so our bill is called Project 2020, and it's to set up, it's actually to help to support our New York Connects project, also to increase funding for health and wellness, you know, to teach people how to, with chronic health conditions, how to stay well and out of the hospital and not be constantly in and out. It's also to keep people in the community and support our Office for the Aging services. We have home care that is beyond insurance-covered home care, specifically for the people who don't qualify for Medicaid, for people who are above income. And we contract with many licensed agencies to provide a housekeeper or somebody to come in and do bathing. We also give people meals under that program, adult daycare, Lifeline. And these are all things that are very, very low cost.
Okay.
And the interesting thing about this bill that we've presented is that if we institute these three services in our state, we can look at $1 billion of savings. I'm telling you, savings. There'll be an investment, but a net savings over 10 years.
There you go. You know, one of the fun, speaking of terminal illness and sickness and needing help, and everything, one of the items that the insurance companies are pushing like crazy, they keep telling us there's a line in there which requires seniors to go for counseling every 5 years to determine if they want to die.
You know, they're using...
I don't need the counseling. I can make up my own mind, thank you.
They're using scare tactics.
They scare the hell out of everybody.
Because they really do not want health care reform to go through.
They lose $1 trillion a year. You can't blame them. They'll spend $1 trillion to save 100 trillion or 100.
But I'm hoping that people will advocate for it's Senate Bill 1275 and House Bill 2852, and it's called Project 2020. And it's building on this promise of home and community-based services. Our mission is to keep seniors in the community, living independently for as long as possible. And that's not only what most seniors want, but it's the most cost-effective for our country.
Sure.
So we need to support these home and community-based services that keep people in their homes, because it prevents them from going into higher cost care. It prevents them from constantly in and out of the hospital, all of those things that diminish their wealth and make them go on public assistance.
There you go. Okay, I want to switch to something more important.
Sure.
How do you make souvlaki? What is it? Food is more important than all
this. It's pork.
It's pork, okay.
Traditionally, souvlaki is pork, and it's marinated with lemon and oil,